Okay, I'm going to start this video right here in the building. I haven't gotten to it yet, but right here. See this? This is my grandfather's tractor. At least it was the one that him and my grandmother bought back in 1950. They had bought it in 1949 also. 1949 Farmall M. And my mother actually broke the wishbone in the front. Ran it across the ditch and cracked the main housing there. Yeah, just made a mess out of it. But anyway, so that's what happened to the 49. But the 50 is right here. Now, this tractor actually sat in a building with horses. And my sister used to tie horses to the thing and, put a strap around there and just tied horses to it. And of course it got all beat up, and the hood is around here someplace, but my dad had bought some parts for it, and they're around here someplace, somewhere. But anyways, long story short, kid that I talked to online, Jeremy Lee, he's also a small-time YouTuber, but good kid all nonetheless. Anyways, he works for a guy that's got a Farmall M. That's going to be the donor tractor for this one. I'll just be able to take the nose off and the hood and any of these manifolds. He has the head and the pan, which is coming with it, and any other mechanical stuff. There is a rod that needs to be replaced in this thing, so what I'm going to do is just take that tractor and make this one work. So my grandfather's tractor's all back together. But he also wants that old piece of, well, I can't say piece of shit, the old Oliver. That's 1755. I have no use for it. It's just sitting out there. So Jeremy is we made a deal, and I'm going to take the Oliver out to him and bring back the M. So I'll take you out to the Oliver. All right. Okay, so here it sits. It's got, they're not weeds, it's just grass growing up around it. It's got a couple of flat tires from sitting for a year or so. I think it's been about a year since I messed with it. What the hell, Timothy? Anyway, been about a year since I messed with it, but the tires all do hold air. It's just a matter of getting them pumped up and ready to rock and roll, because I got to drag this out of here. I'm just hoping they didn't slip off the bead. But yeah, this one's taking air okay. Takes a couple of months, if you can see me down here. Takes a couple of months for this air to leak out of this thing. But yeah. I think I'm just going to get a battery and stick in it, fire the old bitch up, and throw it on the trailer and head to Iowa. Yes, that's where it's going. It's going to Iowa. I know there's been a few people that wanted this tractor that was local. Problem is, I don't think there's calcium in these tires. Problem is, nobody ever seemed to come up with the money I needed for it. So, that's why I've decided to trade it on that M. And it's actually got some new hydraulic hoses on it. Okay, so I got this thing pulled up out of the weed patch that it was in. Of course, the tires are leaking around a bead. So I'm going to be a nice guy, and I'm actually going to put inner tubes in the two tires, just because it needs to have inner tubes in them. Yeah, get rid of those weeds. Oh, there's a bird's nest here. We don't need that anymore. And yeah, I don't know, this looks pretty good to me. Yeah, there it is. There it is. I don't remember much of. I always thought that this was weird, the way that was put together, that hub. But that's what was on there, and that's the axle housing that I had broke when we did the tug of war. These tires are, I think, 45 degree BF Goodrich power grips, and I'm going to, okay, look at that. I guess there's the triangle on the date. So these are probably 23rd week of something 9, whether it's 99 or 89. I'd have to say they don't look like 89s, but they could be 99s. If my tire reading is correct. 184R34s. Now, I like BF Goodrich tires. I've had these before, and these are really, they got some nice tread to them. Very deep tread. So, you know, Jeremy's going to get a pretty good deal with these tires. They're worth a couple $1,000s for the pair of them, and I do believe that these rims will fit just about a John Deere or anything. I think they'll fit the John Deere, the International. It don't matter. So the rims are actually pretty good too. Now, somewhere, someone, and it wasn't me, had a chain that went through that rim, and if you look, it actually rubbed the tire. I've never seen such a thing. So this was chained down wrong and probably came across the country wrong. It just wore and wore and wore. But yeah, so what I'm going to do is get a battery. I'm going to change that battery out. Put a new battery into it for them. And I'm going to put new tire or new inner tubes in there. And then we're going to fire this bad boy up. That's what we're going to do. So stay tuned. Alright, I'm just hooking this battery up here for this Oliver, and I think it'd be a good idea to give her a snort of starting fluid here, or crack as you want to call it. I haven't ran this tractor in over a year. So, let's do make sure that that's where it belongs and the throttle is free. Seems to be free. Hopefully she cranks over. There it is. That's the hydraulics coming. We've got oil pressure. Probably do have some air in the fuel. But she does go. I got oil pressure. My RPM gauge does work. Fuel gauge is low. The speedometer I don't believe works. I'm rather surprised this piece of shit started. Seems okay. Seems okay. I'll just set that there. I can't believe it started that easily. Alright, I got it running. I'm going to shut it off. Pretty simple to shut off. Okay. I don't think it's a valve. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty certain that it is not a valve. I'm almost 100% certain that it is an injector. An injector. One of the injectors that goes behind the exhaust manifold there. The reason I believe that is the problem is because I cracked the lines. I hope I got them sealed back up again. I cracked the lines, and each one of them caused the engine to drop in RPM. And what that does tells me that they're working. It's just that they're not at full capacity. So the injector tips are probably plugged. But here, let's say I took the battery out. Yeah, so this could be a very easy fix. As a matter of fact, I'm certain that it is. I did notice this though. Water pump's got a little bit of an issue to it. But it's not going to be my problem for long, because for what I'm getting for the tractor, I think they're getting a hell of a deal, and they can do whatever the hell it is they want to it. Yeah, I think it's a good deal. What else did I want to say about it? I took the battery out to charge it up because it is a brand new battery and I want it fully charged before I go on this endeavor. Yeah, but we're going to, right now I'm going to clear that off, but I'm going to pop these wheels off here because I got to put inner tubes in those. So that's the next thing on the list to do. Injector is injecting, and with a valve at low idle it wouldn't do that. It would just go and I'm not hearing any of that. So what I'm thinking is just a pencil injector, and don't make fun of me for that noise I just made. But anyways, I think I'm starting a cold here or something, but anyhow, there it is. You're gonna see it get loaded up on a trailer and head to Iowa pretty soon. So if you liked the video, please comment, rate, and subscribe.